When her feet started swelling, her mother-in-law laughed. "Na so you do me, oh." When her head was throbbing like drum beats, her neighbors suggested, "Maybe it's just malaria." But little did they know that inside her body, her blood was boiling, preparing to hurt her and her unborn child. Welcome to Nurse Tells It. This is a story about warning signs you should never ignore in pregnancy. Emily has been married for 3 years without a child. But on the 4th year of her marriage, she became pregnant, and everyone was just excited for her. She started her antenatal, she was taking her routine drugs, everything was just moving smoothly for her, until she discovered that as the pregnancy is progressing, her tiredness kept growing, to the extent that she even stopped her antenatal because the clinic was quite far from them and she was just too tired. Then at the time, her feet started swelling and she was having this constant headache all the time. She complained to the husband. The husband, not knowing what to do, told the mother. When the mother-in-law came, she confronted her, telling her that during her own pregnancy that she used to have this swelling of feet, and there are some herbs and concussions that helped her then. So that was how they started using herbs. She would cook herbs for her. She would cook herbs for her and give her, and she would drink. The neighbors suggested that maybe the headache she was having was just malaria, and she treated malaria. They were just managing her at home. All these things, they never visited the hospital. She was just managed at home. So things were just going on like that until one night when she was preparing dinner for the family. She started having blurry vision. She couldn't see clearly. And then darkness. Yeah, she slumped. So when she slumped, they rushed her to the hospital. On getting to the hospital, her BP was 180, 110, very high. Things were just moving on so fast. The doctors and the nurses, they just sprung into action. Then during the course of this whole thing, Emily started seizing up, started having serious seizure, and she was diagnosed of severe Preeclampsia. So the hospital told the family that the only way to manage this situation is for them to bring out the baby, and it's going to be through CS, and that woman cannot push. That was when the whole problem started. The mother-in-law said that she's a strong Christian, that none of her daughters or daughter-in-law will ever go through CS. That in fact, not quite long ago, that her pastor prayed for all the women in their church, saying that none of them will deliver through CS. All of them, they have their own babies like the Hebrew women. So holding on to that faith, she said that her own daughter-in-law is not going to undergo any CS. They just kept going back and forth, not reaching any conclusion. And they needed to bring her baby as soon as possible. So they called the husband aside and told the husband, if you don't sign this consent form, you're going to lose both your wife, and your child. And that was how the man hurriedly signed the consent form, and they rushed the woman to the theater, started the surgery, they brought out the baby, and he was just barely breathing. Even the mother, they had to resuscitate the mother. After the whole thing, thankfully, they survived, but just by a thread. So this is to say that preeclampsia is not your relationship troubling you. It is real. It is a dangerous condition, and it kills silently. If you are pregnant and you are experiencing headache, blurry vision, high blood pressure, or swelling of any kind, don't wait. Don't guess. Don't even sit to pray it away. Take action immediately. Go to the clinic. You deserve to be well, and so does your baby. Subscribe for more real-life inspired stories that saves lives and educates you about different health conditions and how to manage them. Enjoy as you learn. Thank you. Bye.